Chainlink update on the weekly chart. We're going to look at Link USD and also Link against Bitcoin and compare both charts and see what we got, see where we're headed next, see if we can find out what's what. So if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you need more help navigating the markets, want more content, follow us on Patreon, Telegram, and Twitter, all linked below. Let's get right to it. So Chainlink on the weekly. We are in consolidation mode from hell for Chainlink. Been going sideways basically since May of last year, 2022. Right back in here, we have our sideways zone, our support right here, right? They are loosely fitted yellow support zone. If we break this, where's the bottom factor? Well, that's what I've conveniently drawn here below for you. So this would be kind of our worst case scenario for Chainlink, in my opinion. And this would only happen if Bitcoin drops back below, I would say 18K. If Bitcoin goes below 18K, altcoins are in a world of shit. Bitcoin's probably in a world of hell as well. So 18K, as long as we can hold that, 18.5, somewhere around in there for Bitcoin. Chainlink, I think the lows are in, and altcoins, many of the lows will likely be in as long as Bitcoin holds that 18.5 level if we go back down across all of crypto. So worst case scenario for Chainlink, I'm going with 450 to 350, kind of a big level, but looking back to the left here from 2019 to 2020, if we put it on closing prices, right, you see this previous peak, you see this peak here, and all other interaction in between. So put it on closing prices, eliminates all the candle wicks and the noise, and makes it really clean and easy to read and translate over to you. So that's why we do it. So that's what we're looking at for Chainlink on in the median term. Like, what the hell do we do? Well, nothing. We have to break out of our big zone. So instead of a support zone, now we just look for a sideways consolidation, right? Closing prices, right? We've just been basically stuck in this box for we're good. Maybe we'll work on a year. All we got to do is make it to May, and it'll be a year. Not very far ahead. Okay, so are we likely going to still be in here somewhere in May? Probably, right? We're in the damn middle of the box. So until we break one side or the other, God, fingers crossed to the upside, we want to break above $9, right? We have not closed above $9 in a long time. So if you want a dollar cost average in here and you're a big believer in Chainlink for the long term, great, more power to you. If you're worried that we're going to go to lower prices, just wait. If we close outside of this box to the downside, we're very likely, in my book, to hit somewhere in this zone. So then you can start your dollar cost averages back down in this area, right? 450 to 350. There's no reason that we would stop anywhere between here, okay? So if we break this, just patience and start to buy back in here, right? Not financial advice. That's just what I'm going to be doing, right? So, or to the flip side, if the low is in right here and we're getting ready to break out, just buy more up here, right? That's your safest play. If we go up here, we're very likely going to continue up. The bottom would likely be in at that point. Obviously, there's ups and downs. Nothing moves straight up or straight down. But safest play above $9 for Chainlink to really be sure. At least more certain, nothing certain in crypto but uncertainty, but to be more certain that the low is in for Chainlink and all of crypto, I would be waiting for a break above this box, $9. So I'll wrap it up there on that. The 200 week, right, just south of $10. We'd love to overtake that, but let's take baby steps. Let's get above the damn box first. We're still in yay center, right? Okay, so hopefully that. Let's see if the indicators can give us anything else. Not really. We have a little bit of the MFI is increasing, so maybe that's some bullish momentum on our favor, but the Fisher transform is not helping us out here. Just triggered down in February for a sell signal, but I would kind of definitely wait for this. Maybe we'll find a kind of a rough a bottom here, right? You can kind of extend that, right? We're looking at kind of a support there. Maybe we can bounce off of that in the next week or two. I would assume that Chainlink can, muster the strength to do that as long as Bitcoin is holding its head up. Bitcoin's putting on quite a show for us the past couple of days. We need to, just side note, we need to close Bitcoin above 25K this week. So we'll revisit that in later videos in the coming days. But just side note, we want Bitcoin to close above 25K and altcoins can start to flourish once again. So Chainlink, hopefully a part of that. So let's flip over to Link Bitcoin and see what we got here. So let's start off with the big chart first, right? We have our closing prices just to make it, super clean and transparent. You can see everything here. And yeah, you guessed it, right? Support zone and, worst case scenario for Chainlink. So we had a person in our Patreon group that asked, if I could please do, Chainlink Bitcoin. And, here's that video in more explanation detail, because if one person asks it, just like your favorite high school teacher, then I don't know what that means. Then, more than one student, my teachers all used to say that. If you have a question, odds are someone else has that same question. And they talk just like Mr. Garrison from South Park. So we're looking at a temporary support zone of the yellow here. So if we want to hold here, that'd be great. Kind of a double bottom, right? That's great. But double bottoms are not confirmed at the bottom. They're confirmed once you make a new high. So that double bottom, if we hit this box again, is not going to be confirmed until we break that right there. So we've got some work ahead of us for Chainlink against US dollar and Bitcoin, don't we? So ideal scenario, we'll get to all this in a second, but ideal scenario for the bulls is, we need to form a trend line. We need to form a higher low. So we're working on that now. You see this dot here, right? Ideally, we'd like to avoid both of these boxes, all the green, yellows, and reds, and just put in a higher low and then start to work our way back up Magic Mountain here. So that's the ideal scenario. Will we get it? Well, who knows? Nobody's got a crystal ball. But, that's what we're looking for. A higher low than this guy right here. That low is just north of 22,000 Satoshis here, right? So put that in and, then Link can hopefully start putting in some gains against Bitcoin, right? You don't want to be having all your coins in one bucket here. So when do you convert some of your Bitcoin over to Link? Well, it's once we start reversing this trend. So far, we don't have a trend reversal. We're looking to make a higher low. So wait, patience. There'll be time again, right? Hopefully Link can put in some kind of move like this again in the next, handful of years. So that's what we're looking for. We just don't have it. We've been on a downtrend against Bitcoin and the US dollar for seemingly a while, right? So we're waiting for a bigger move and a bigger signal out of Chainlink, and we just don't have it yet in either way. So now let's get to the bottom, right? This trend line, the green trend line. Here's a low and a lower low. You guessed it. So worst case scenario, we may break through this box against Bitcoin. This has nothing to do with US dollar valuation, right? Bitcoin and Chainlink could both be going up and this goes down. How is that possible? Bitcoin would go up faster, right? So that's why Bitcoin has been outperforming Link, and that's why you would not want to have your altcoin, Chainlink, in Bitcoin just yet, because Bitcoin's doing better, right? Hopefully that makes sense. People that are in altcoins that are, their lifetime chart goes down, that's just not real smart, right? If your coins aren't outperforming Bitcoin, that should be why you're holding altcoins. Then your altcoins should be better kept flipping to Bitcoin, right? Until proven otherwise. They need to be an uptrend against Bitcoin. Otherwise, just hold Bitcoin, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So worst case scenario out of Chainlink against BTC, starting around this red support zone, 1600 to 1400 on the low side, right? Based on that, if we break out of this yellow box, same as the US dollar valuation, I would just kind of wait and be patient. We're very likely going to hit somewhere in this red, and then you start to DCA your Bitcoin over to Chainlink in this scenario. Now, I'm not saying that in this exact months, days, and time that we're going to do this, but you can see this trend line that if we break through this yellow, we're very likely going to hit somewhere down in this region. So no one has a crystal ball, but again, based on the past, based on all these charts and the TA and my best of knowledge, that's where I would go with. So from me to you, that's what I'm looking at for Chainlink BTC. Hopefully that helps someone out there. We'll keep an eye on that, for the weeks ahead. No big rush. All our indicators are still kind of bleeding out. So no big rush. ADX and DI, right? We've just basically crossed back bearish again. So Bitcoin, if you're just holding Bitcoin or Link at this moment in time, you should probably be holding Bitcoin, right? By definition, that's what we're looking at. Link is looking still weak against Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's the place to be. Fisher transform triggered down again. So can't make it any more clear. If you have a bunch of Chainlink and a bunch of Bitcoin, you should be having most of your Chainlink converted over to Bitcoin at this point. And you really, ideally, you should have done it at the Pico top back here, but who knows? Who knew that was happening, right? So enough ramble. Hopefully that helps you. Let me know what you liked. If you want to see more of something, hopefully you learned something that you didn't know 10 minutes ago, right? Let's get the quote of the day. A will finds a way. Could have said it better myself. Pretty simplistic. Car of the day. Just kidding. It's coming. There we go. Okay. Porsche. I forget which one this is because they all. This is the new one, right? So bear with me here. Where is the damn? I can't find it. It's written on the side. It's like a GT3. There it is. Damn it. I have another picture, and so for some reason it's I messed it. It's a new Porsche. It's a new one. It's not called what you think it would be called. It's like 3 names. I'd never heard of it before this show. But this show has a lot of debut cars that, the manufacturers haven't shown yet. It's like GT Race 3.75. I have no idea. It's like a Fibonacci on the fender. But I took a picture of these fenders. It's miraculous how intricate and detailed this is. These louvers overlap. They're actually real vents to cool the tires off, to let hot air out. And all of this black on the entire car, everything you see that's black, is actual gloss carbon fiber. This car looks fantastic in person, and it's a drop top. So probably my favorite Porsche I've ever seen. And I can't remember the name of it because I didn't have to, because I had the picture. So I have no idea what it's not. Look, it was working in rehearsal. I did rehearsal and it worked. I could scroll through. There was other pictures, but this is all you get. Someone let me know if you know what this is. You don't Google it. I could do that. I should have done that, but I didn't. So here we are rambling instead. But Porsche GT, 17 letters afterwards. Black wheels, yellow brakes, fantastic spec. I love the blue. Again, ultra impressive that all this dark, I know it doesn't come across in your screen. It's all carbon fiber. Mind blowing. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Chainlink out and down.